What is up, guys? Berserk Titan 99 here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reading about shit. We're going to be reading about the article titled The Witcher Blood Origin has Netflix's worst audience scores of all time. Now, this show came out on Christmas Day, which I am 100% sure is on nobody's Christmas list, and yeah, and it's run by a deranged lunatic of a showrunner who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, and her team of crackhead writers. Alright, so let's get started on the article. And as you can see from this Rotten Tomatoes score, that critics and audiences have united to bash the shit out of The Witcher Blood Origin, and overall, it's not good. Alright, let's actually read the article. What once seemed like it could be Netflix's answer to Game of Thrones seems like it's in serious trouble. The Witcher has lost Henry Cavill as its star after next season, and its first attempt at trying to expand its universe with a new live-action show seems to be going disastrously. Yeah, because Henry Cavill left, and Henry Cavill called you out on your shit, and it clearly shows in The Witcher Blood Origin that you have no idea what you're doing. The good news first, The Witcher Blood Origin is currently the #1 show on... No! Netflix, why is it #1? No! Oh my god, Netflix. No. No. Indicating it's got great viewership. No. To propel it over the likes of Wednesday. Are you fucking serious? Wednesday should still be #1, not this shit. And Emily in Paris. Well, Emily in Paris kind of deserved that. I heard that show is also pretty bad. And yeah, the bad news. What people are actually watching may make them wish they hadn't bothered. Yeah, like, I don't know, however long the episodes are.
Peloton makes rowers
but,
now? So what?
Well, our rowers actually teach you how to row with the
but-
Form Assist feature. Cool, huh? Try the Peloton Row risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members
Yeah.
only. Not available in remote
They're
locations.
gonna
See
wish
additional terms at
that
onepeloton.com
they got,
/home-trial.
however many hours and minutes the show is back. And yeah. Right now, in addition to having pretty poor critic scores, The Witcher Blood Origin has literally the worst audience scores for a major Netflix original I've ever seen. Yeah, because audiences know your shit, and yeah, they're giving you shit scores because Henry Cavill left The Witcher. Deranged lunatic showrunner and crackhead writers. This is your fucking lesson. Do not make any more colossal mistakes ever again. While a 35% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes is certainly not great, I suppose technically I've seen worse. My favorite Netflix stat is the double 0% for both its 365 Days series of movies, but for audience scores, I've never seen a 9% before. Yeah, because they want to bash the shit out of Blood Origin, and yeah. The last time I was writing about a series with an all-time low audience score on Netflix, it was the now-cancelled Resident Evil series. Yeah, because that was also shit, and Hellblance Reddit gets a huge paycheck, which had a 22% from audiences. Back then, I just hadn't seen anything close to that, even among other lambasted series. Even shows that were universally though of as pretty bad, oftentimes ended up like more by audiences than critics, like Jupiter's Legacy, which had a 41% critic score and a 77% audience score, or Haters Back Off, a show that appears on many worst Netflix shows lists, at a 50% critic score with a 76% audience score. The only original I saw close to Resident Evil back then was Infinite Darkness, the CG Resident Evil series, which had a 50% critic score and a 39% audience score. Whoa. The Witcher Blood Origin may be the worst reviewed series between fans and critics Netflix has ever seen. Why? Here are a few samplings from both groups. The TV equivalent in a way of a tangentially related hyperlink that you end up clicking while reading about something else on Wikipedia. Ready, Steady, Cut, a critic review. Lackluster, unoriginal, and carried through on the promise of better things. The Witcher Blood Origin is a mediocre affair. Michelle Yeoh is wasted, Lenny Henry lacks conviction, and Minnie Driver goes some great narration. Best avoided. We got this covered. Critic review. Wow. Yeah. Netflix? I hope Michelle Yeoh gets a huge paycheck for being in your shit show. Bad. Just really, really bad. I wonder when Netflix will reach the point where they can treat source material any worse. I certainly hope this is their lowest point finally, otherwise it might be time to leave this platform for good. LR, audience review. In a generic fantasy setting with several box-ticking characters, a show with no soul rises from a place it should never have risen. Between abominable and atrocious, this non-Witcher has basically nothing worthy of nothing. It does absolutely nothing for a Witcher fan, adds nothing, builds nothing, had no character or resemblance with source material. I could watch the original Polish show that you might not even know that exists, but this was a little too much. Marcelo A, audience review. Wow. Wow. Netflix, you damn right screwed the fuck up. You fucked up a big time. Just brutal. I don't know what exactly went wrong here, but Netflix really needs to figure it out to make sure whatever poisoned the series doesn't translate into the last few seasons of The Witcher itself. Yeah. I certainly hope it doesn't affect The Witcher Season 3, aka the swan song of Henry Cavill. Alright, so update 12/27. Have seen some people wondering why we're having this conversation at all, given that The Witcher is obviously being review bombed into having such a low audience score, now down to 8% at the time of this update. Wow, okay. So a few things to consider. Yes, it is unfortunately true that many fantasy series that have cast women or people of color in prominent roles have received racist backlash, and yet none of those have been review bombed nearly as bad as what we're seeing here with Blood Origin. That includes House of the Dragon, Rings of Power, and The Witcher itself. If you want to expand outside fantasy to things we know were actively review bombed, many in the superhero space, even things like Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, and She-Hulk, are still not close to Blood Origin's 8%. Wow, a show worse than She-Hulk. Good job, Blood Origin. Really good job for being worse than fucking She-Hulk. And I'm gonna make a whole other video bashing the shit out of She-Hulk. Literally nothing is. It's in a league of its own. Wow. Okay. Second, you may want to actually read the audience reviews before saying it's some specific pushback to diverse casting. Going through them, I see maybe one comment about politics or diversity for every 50 reviews. The vast majority of them are not about that, nor are they mentioning Henry Cavill's recent departure from the series, but they focus entirely on the weirdly poor production value of the show compared to The Witcher itself, and its wooden dialogue and performances. Sure, it is certainly the case that The Witcher Blood Origin is not the literal worst show in Netflix history, as these scores suggest, but to have scores this low, combined with low critic scores as well, something has gone seriously wrong here, and it's a big deal considering The Witcher was supposed to be such a massive IP and world for Netflix to grow and expand in the future. It feels like it's all falling apart now. Yes. Falling apart behind the fucking curtain. So, Netflix, if you're watching this, lesson 1. Give Michelle Yeoh a huge paycheck. Lesson number 2. Do not hire crackhead writers for The Witcher. And lesson 3. Do not have deranged people run shows. Consider this in your future, Netflix. Consider it in your future. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're curious, and I am currently trying to make it to 40 subscribers, and once we make it to 40, I'll let you guys decide what video you guys want me to do. Alright, so subscribe if you're curious, like the video, comment your thoughts, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!